You have been deceived. Almost everything you were taught about success, happiness, and money is upside down. You've been told to fight, to push, to hustle endlessly until you finally make it. But here's the shocking truth. The very struggle you think will bring you success is the exact thing blocking it. The harder you chase, the further it runs. It sounds strange, doesn't it? You might be thinking, how can I get anywhere without trying? But listen closely. This is not about laziness or giving up. This is about discovering a spiritual method, grounded in science and timeless wisdom, that allows the universe to work with you instead of against you. Imagine no longer drowning in exhaustion, no longer stuck in frustration, but instead flowing into abundance. Naturally, peacefully, almost effortlessly. This might sound impossible, but it's not. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you how. But before we dive deep, I want you to do something. If this message already feels like it's touching something inside you, pause, breathe, and subscribe to this channel right now. Click like as well, because your energy helps spread this message to others who are trapped in the same cycle of struggle. Together, we can change lives. Now, let's begin. Picture yourself climbing a steep mountain with a backpack full of heavy stones. Each stone is a worry, a fear, a limiting belief you've carried for years. Some stones don't even belong to you. They were placed there by family, teachers, society, maybe even generations before you. The weight is unbearable, but still, you keep climbing. You sweat, you stumble, you fall, and yet you never ask the one obvious question: what if I just let go of the backpack? This is how most people live, struggling endlessly, convinced life must be hard. We're taught we must prove our worth through pain and sacrifice before we can deserve success. But what if this idea is completely wrong? What if struggle is not a path to abundance, but the very barrier that keeps you away from it? Here's the truth. Abundance doesn't come from struggle. It comes from alignment. The law of attraction isn't about magical thinking or just wishing for something until it appears. No, it is much deeper. It's about your inner state, the vibration you carry every single day. Because whether you realize it or not, you are like a transmitter, constantly broadcasting a signal into the universe, and the universe faithfully reflects that signal back to you. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. If your dominant energy is fear, lack, and worry, your life mirrors those back. Not because the universe is cruel, but because you're tuned into that frequency. Think of it like a radio. You can't tune into a jazz station while staying on the rock frequency. You can't live an abundant life while vibrating in scarcity. Now let's pause for a moment. Be honest with yourself. How much of your daily thinking is repetition? Studies say 95% of your thoughts today are the same as yesterday. And if most of those thoughts are rooted in stress, you are reinforcing the same old reality again and again. That's why your life feels like it's stuck in a loop. But here's where things begin to shift. Neuroscience, especially through the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, shows that your external reality is simply a reflection of your internal state. This means you don't need to manipulate the outside world to change your life. You only need to shift the energy within you. That's where real creation begins. Think about it like this. When you're under stress, your brain goes into survival mode. It scans for threats, focuses only on immediate problems, and shuts down creativity. Stress literally blocks the flow of abundance. It's like trying to grow a garden during a storm. It doesn't matter how good the soil is, nothing can bloom in chaos. So the first step is not to force abundance, not to fight harder, but to deactivate survival mode and step into a state of peace. Only then can your mind and heart open to new possibilities. Now, this is where many people make a mistake. They try to force calm. They repeat affirmations while still feeling fear. They try to visualize abundance while secretly worrying about their bills. And because their inner state hasn't shifted, nothing changes. True creation doesn't come from force. It comes from surrender. And I want you to hear this clearly. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means accepting the present moment fully, without resistance, while holding the energy of trust. When you resist what is, you amplify it. When you accept what is, you shift your frequency. You move from desperation to peace. And peace is the vibration that opens doors. Imagine your life like a river. The natural flow of the river is abundance, opportunities, health, love, fulfillment. But if you swim against the current, you tire yourself, you sink, you suffer. The secret isn't to swim harder. The secret is to stop resisting and allow the current to carry you. Now, let's make this real. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools to shift your energy, but not shallow gratitude, not just saying thank you with no feeling. I'm talking about genuine, heartfelt gratitude that fills your entire body. When you feel truly grateful, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, and your heart moves into coherence. This state literally reprograms your biology. It pulls you out of survival and into creation. Close your eyes right now and think of one moment in your life when you felt overwhelming gratitude. Maybe it was when you held your child for the first time, or when you overcame something you thought would break you, or even just a morning when you felt alive and free. Feel that memory again. Let it expand in your heart. That vibration, that is the language of the universe. This is why gratitude is called the gateway to abundance, because it tunes your signal into already having instead of still lacking. And here's the paradox. When you stop obsessing about how and when your desires will come, and you simply surrender into gratitude, that's when things start to appear. Not by force, but by resonance. Now let's go deeper, because there's something most people overlook. The heart. Your heart is not just a pump. It is the strongest electromagnetic center in your body, radiating energy far beyond your skin. When your thoughts and heart emotions are in coherence, you become like a perfectly tuned instrument. In that state, manifestation accelerates. So how do you get there? Through simple practices: deep breathing, meditation, intentional gratitude, visualizing your dream while feeling it as already done. This is not mystical. It's science. Your biology shifts, your energy shifts, and reality must follow. But there's one final piece to this puzzle: letting go of attachment. This is where most people fail. They visualize, they affirm, but deep down, they're still clinging to the outcome. That attachment is fear disguised as desire. And as long as you hold on tightly, you vibrate in lack. Think of a farmer planting seeds. Does he dig them up every morning to check if they're growing? Of course not. He waters them, trusts the process, and waits patiently. If he interferes, he kills the growth. Manifestation is the same. Plant your intention, water it with gratitude, and trust the universe to handle the rest. Trust is the final key. It is the invisible bridge between your desire and its manifestation. And once you build that bridge, the universe never fails to cross it. Now that you understand the power of surrender, gratitude, and heart coherence, let's go even deeper. Because this is where transformation truly happens. You see, what you desire, money, love, health, purpose, is never really about the thing itself. You want money because you believe it will give you freedom and security. You want love because you believe it will bring connection and belonging. You want health because you believe it will give you energy and joy. But all of these states already exist inside you. They are not something you chase. They are something you awaken. Here's the paradox. When you embody the feeling first, freedom, love, joy, the universe responds by giving you the outer form that matches. But when you wait for the form to give you the feeling, you wait forever. Let me give you an image. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. You frown at your reflection and say, "Smile first, then I'll smile back." The mirror never moves. But the moment you smile, the reflection changes instantly. Life works the same way. The universe is your mirror. It reflects what you are being, not what you are demanding. So ask yourself, what reflection are you giving life right now? Is it stress, fear, lack? Or is it trust, peace, and gratitude? Now let's talk about something powerful: resistance. Resistance is like static on a radio. It distorts your signal. You may be sending out the desire for abundance, but if it's covered with static, fear, doubt, and desperation, the signal never reaches clearly. That's why abundance seems far away. The real work is not to do more, but to clear the static. One way to do this is presence. Anxiety is always about the future. Frustration is always about the past. But abundance exists only in the now. When you anchor yourself in this present moment, through your breath, through stillness, through awareness, you step into the field of infinite possibilities. This is the only place where creation happens. And I want you to notice something. The universe rarely delivers in the way you expect. Sometimes the door you're knocking on doesn't open, but another one appears that you never imagined. Maybe the job you thought you lost clears space for the opportunity you truly need. Maybe the relationship that ended makes room for the love that actually fulfills you. Trust the detours. They are not accidents. They are the universe redirecting you toward alignment. This is why patience is not weakness, it is wisdom. Look at nature. Trees don't rush to grow. Rivers don't force their flow. Seasons don't skip their turn. Everything unfolds in divine timing. Your life is no different. When you let go of impatience and settle into trust, the path becomes lighter. And this brings us to the final stage, embodying abundance as your natural state. Not sometimes, not only when things look good, but as a way of being. This is the true secret of the law of attraction. To stop waiting for life to change before you feel whole, and to start feeling whole so that life can reflect it. So let's do a practice together. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in through your nose and release slowly through your mouth. Now imagine the life you desire. See yourself already living it. Notice the details, the place you live, the people around you, the way you feel when you wake up. Don't just see it, feel it. Let the joy rise in your chest. Let gratitude flood your body as if it's happening now. Stay in this feeling for a few breaths. This is the state that magnetizes abundance. This is the signal the universe responds to. Not the words, not the effort, but the energy. And when you open your eyes, carry this vibration into your day. You will begin to notice synchronicities, unexpected calls, new opportunities, small blessings that lead to bigger ones. Don't dismiss them. Celebrate them. Each is a sign that the universe is aligning with you. Now, I want to remind you of something essential. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not too late. Life has no deadlines. Every moment you choose to realign with peace, gratitude, and trust, you reset your trajectory. The universe doesn't care about your past mistakes, your missed chances, or your regrets. It responds only to who you are being now. So, if you feel stuck, this is your moment to change. Not tomorrow, not next year. Now. The energy you hold in this very moment is creating the seeds of your future. Remember the farmer. Plant your seeds today with gratitude. Nurture them with presence. And release them with trust. The harvest will come. As we come to the close of this message, I want you to take one thing with you. Abundance is not out there, waiting for you to struggle and prove yourself worthy. Abundance is already here, flowing around you, waiting for you to open the door. The key to that door is surrender, gratitude, presence, and trust. Let this be the moment you stop struggling. Let this be the moment you allow the universe to do its work. And now, breathe. Feel the peace of knowing you are supported. Feel the relief of no longer carrying that heavy backpack. Imagine it sliding off your shoulders, hitting the ground, and disappearing into dust. You are free. You are light. You are abundant. Before you go, I want to invite you once again. If this message spoke to your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Click like, subscribe, and share this video. Let others feel this same shift. Together, we create ripples of change that can touch countless lives. And finally, take this reminder into your heart. Abundance is not something you chase. It is something you allow. The more you relax, the more you trust, the more the universe flows through you. So tonight, when you close your eyes, whisper to yourself, I am safe. I am enough. I am abundance. And let sleep carry you into the river of peace where everything you desire already belongs to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, and thank you for allowing me to walk with you in this moment. May peace be with you, and may abundance flow into every corner of your life.